We are celebrating 20 years of First Battalion, 5th Marines going into Ramadi, Iraq. Not just that, it's also a time to remember those that we lost, to reconnect with our friends, our leaders in a way that not a lot of people do. All too often, we get in our daily grind of life. So having an opportunity to get away from all that, get back with people, I mean, it is a life-changing experience when you get to reconnect with people that meant so much to you.
Right now we're at the U.S. Marine Corps Museum. I think visiting the museum, especially when it's your conflict, your things that are being represented, it's a healing moment for them. I mean, it takes them back. It doesn't take them just back to the bad moments, but it takes them back to the good moments, those moments with their brothers and sisters in arms. I want them to understand that their history is preserved.
The realism of this museum is exceptional. You want your story to be told, and that part of the story has been told, it makes it better.
It brings back a lot of memories, the smells, the sights. We just went through that Ramadi, and when you look at those wires hanging, and instantly, you get the flashbacks and think about the time we're in the truck driving through it. It definitely brings back a lot of emotion, a lot of memories, good and bad, but this is what this reunion is about. I think it's, reconnecting with the brothers that were there, and that's always good for therapy as well.
Today we visited Arlington National Cemetery. We've got a lot of friends that are buried here. We got to take part in a wreath-laying ceremony and watch the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. You have the spectacle that is Arlington National Cemetery. Even if you didn't know anyone who's buried here, just to walk through and just take it in, it's like hallowed ground. These guys, they're peers. Some of their peers are buried here. They're also there to visit grave sites, and it's really powerful.
When you touch that headstone, you're kind of trying to feel that individual again. You want to remind them that we're still here and we're hoping to see them again.
If you've lost people in combat, it's important to bring those families in. It's healing for them. It's healing for you. You get to share some of the memories that you have of their loved one, but you're also the person that saw their loved one last. So I think it's healing both for the men that were there, but I definitely think the families need that too.
My name is Crystal Helt. I'm the widow of Lance Corporal Eric Helt. Today we were invited to be at Arlington Cemetery and to do the laying of the wreath ceremony on behalf of the First Battalion, 5th Marines. That meant so much to me to be a part of it. I've always felt very close to everybody here. They always keep in touch. They support me in my life and make sure that that I'm taken care of, and they know that I'm family forever.
At the Robert Irvine Foundation, we want to incorporate everybody. When we say, we're here to support military veterans and first responders, we always put in there and their families. So this can be just as healing for them. And so it's important for us that if we're going to do something like this, let's incorporate everybody.
As the spouse of a retired veteran, these types of events are incredibly important because it still provides that connection and that brotherhood that was such a huge part of his core memories of growing up and being in the Corps for so long, and being able to be near his people. Really, it's good for him, good for his heart, good for his mind.
Yeah, it's just about camaraderie, just keeping that bond strong, and that 1-5 family.
I think it's really understated how healing this is, and I think it's invaluable, the experience, the being together, the camaraderie. It's good in a lot of different ways, it really is.
We look at these more as a life-saving reconnection, because all too often we hear about veterans who either commit suicide or just feel alone, isolated, feel like they have nowhere to turn. So we really encourage them to become a part of this, because once they do, they realize just how much they needed it, and it really, I believe, helps them.
The Robert Irvine Foundation is committed to these Reuniting the Braves. We know how important it is for these units to come back together and have more Reuniting the Braves.